The dark alley misstep. In the heart of 1920s Chicago, where the smoky speakeasies and dimly lit alleyways thrived, a young and ambitious detective named Jacob O'Connor found himself thrust into a world of corruption and deception. As a novice detective, he harbored a burning desire to cleanse the city of its criminal elements and prove his worth. It was within this labyrinth of danger that Jacob had a chance encounter with a mysterious mentoring figure. Cloaked in shadow and exuding an air of wisdom, the man introduced himself as Joseph Maddox, a retired investigator with deep knowledge of Chicago's criminal underworld. Joseph saw the fire in Jacob's eyes, the same fire he once possessed, and he decided to take the young detective under his wing. Joseph spoke with a voice laced with experience. "I see potential in you. The city needs someone with your determination and intellect to dismantle the devastating alliance between the police and the mafia." Jacob's hard-set jaw tightened as he absorbed Joseph's words. He knew that the fight against corruption would be arduous and fraught with ethical dilemmas, but he couldn't turn away from the call to action. With Joseph's guidance, Jacob began his journey into the dark underbelly of Chicago's crime-infested streets. He learned to analyze beyond surface details, to see the hidden connections that intertwined the city's police force and the mafia. It was a delicate dance, one that required Jacob to navigate treacherous alleyways and swallow bitter truths. As Joseph nurtured Jacob's budding investigative abilities, the young detective found himself wrestling with his own personal struggles. Memories of a traumatic home invasion in his childhood fueled his resolve to make justice prevail, but he often questioned if he was simply dragging himself deeper into a world that would taint his soul. Act by act, Jacob's persistence began to bear fruit. He boldly broke through blockades that stood in his way, brushing shoulders with both cops and criminals in his quest for the truth. Yet, the deeper he delved, the more he realized the grim extent of the police-mafia nexus that held the city in its grip. Then came the first plot twist that would forever alter Jacob's perceptions of justice and morality. He discovered that the police official suspected of colluding with the mafia was none other than his own supervisor, a man he had admired and trusted. The betrayal stung, but it fueled Jacob's determination to see justice served. The second twist revealed a startling connection between Joseph and the offending supervisor. Joseph had been the supervisor's ex-partner, a man who had initially stepped away from the force to avoid the corruption that had seeped into every crevice. The young detective's respect for Joseph deepened as he realized the sacrifices the seasoned investigator had made to preserve his own integrity. With each twist and revelation, Jacob's mentorship with Joseph evolved. No longer just a teacher, Joseph became a guiding force, a confidant, and a pillar of strength. Every shared discovery pushed Jacob further along his transformative journey from idealist to realist, and he drew strength from the knowledge that he wasn't alone in this battle. Through grit and perseverance, Jacob ultimately disentangled the nexus that had plagued the city for far too long. He exposed the criminals posing as law enforcers, ensuring that their reign of corruption would be brought to an end. It was a grim victory, but a victory nonetheless. As the sun set over Chicago's historic buildings, the glow of the city offered a flicker of hope. Jacob stood victorious, his hard-set jaw and determined gaze capturing the essence of a man forever changed by the murky depths he had navigated. Through the smoke-filled streets and shadowy alleyways, he had emerged as a beacon of light in a city teetering on the edge of darkness.